Hi guys, today we're going to be making a short video about prime functions. Oh. I'm... this is... Okay. Okay. So, firstly, if you haven't watched my video about derivatives yet, then you should watch it. Though, basically, f prime of x is just another way to say what's the derivative of f of x, and then once it gives you back the answer, you replace the x with a number. And okay. What about Gravity Falls? Okay. Let's just go back to talking about this. So I'm gonna make a formula. Now there's also a picture. I'm going to grab that picture. No. Okay, so I'm going to real quick go to camera again. And here we are. You should look at it in the way that it goes from, where it's not from top to bottom. And it says f prime of x, that's what that little apostrophe means in between the f and the x. It means prime equals the limit as t approaches x of f of the maximum of t and x minus f of the minimum of t and x divided by the absolute value of x minus t. Now, if you don't know how absolute values work, then let me guess. You're an elementary school, a person from elementary school watching videos for people in high school. Well, I made these for also the curious people in elementary school. So, absolute values are like this. You know about how there's negative numbers? 0 minus 1 equals negative 1. 0 minus 2 equals negative 2. Negative 2 minus 1 equals negative 3. Yeah. Absolute values are like this. Absolute value of negative 1 equals 1. Absolute value of 1 is 1. Absolute value of 2 is 1. Absolute value of... No, not absolute value of 2. I meant absolute value of 2 is 2. I got it all mixed up. That's probably why I shouldn't say things really quickly. Absolute value of... In case you didn't know, this video is not scripted, so I'm not reading from a script, making it very hard. And because it's very hard, I think you might want to help me out by hitting that like and subscribe button.
15 minutes.
Ooh. Okay. Now, absolute value of a negative number equals its positive counterpart. So, negative 2 times negative 2 equals 4. What's the square root of 4? Positive 2. So, basically, it's the absolute value of x, assuming we're only dealing with real numbers and no imaginary numbers like I and 2i, and no complex numbers either, in which case it would get more complex. But absolute value of x equals the square root of x squared. Maximums are like this. Maximum of x and t, whichever one is greater. Minimums, like the minimum of x and t is whichever one's greater. If t is greater than x, minimums are whichever one's less. If t is greater than x, then the maximum of t and x is t. And the minimum is x. Okay, now there's less than an hour until I need to go to school. So, I'm not going to do this until we do practice problems. Switch calculator, graphing, x squared. Yeah. Find f prime of 2. E to the x. With that one, find f prime of 1. And also, 2 to the x find first try to figure out f prime of 2. One squared is 1. 2 squared is 4. One minus 4 is 3. 0.5 squared, well, 1.5 squared, well, that's approximately 1.75. No, it's 2.75. Yeah. And wait. I thought that it was that the power rule said that it was equal to 4 because 2 times 2 is 4 and 2. Okay, let's move on. Well, each of the x is its own derivative. That means that f prime of 1 would be e. What happened?